And you guys just got done with a really good workout, you and Hunter Washington, your teammate at Katy High School, and just tell people a little bit about where we're at right now and who you're working out with today.
Like I said, I'm at Red Lion Athletics in Katy, Texas. I'm working out with one of my trainers, Ryan Kelly. Really, he's just getting me ready, preparing me for USC. He's been helping with my conditioning, my strength, and just like I said, getting me ready in all aspects of preparing for USC. So I've been getting in some good work. Just so when I get to USC, I'll have something to show for y'all guys.
Okay, so a hot topic with you right now is obviously you decided to forego your senior season, so you could train, and are you increasing your school load also so you can enroll early? Tell us what came about on the decision to focus on enrolling early and get to USC instead of playing football.
I did forego my senior season for really just health concerns and just the safety of me and my family. That's really the biggest reason. For school load, I'm already on track to graduate early. So regardless of whether I played or not, I was still going to graduate early in January. Really, it was a big decision for me because like I said, I want to have the chance to play with my guys. I know this is my last run, but ultimately, I just feel like I have to do what's best for me and my family, and I feel like this was the best decision for me moving forward. And I'm at peace with my decision, so I'm gonna live with it and live with the consequences.
And the reality is that the consequences are all positive.
Yes.
Because you're going on to the next phase of your life is what you're doing. So it's hard for anybody to knock that decision because you're giving up a lot of fun.
Yes, sir.
And what are some of the things you're able to work on here that is helping you develop and prepare you to get to college?
Really, I can just work on the little details. I can just take this time to sit down, just really focus, study the game, be a student of the game, really pick up on little details and the nuances of the game and stuff like that. I can go through injury prevention workouts just to help limit injuries and just a chance to let my body heal. Running back being a tough position. I feel like this is a good chance, good time with all this stuff going on. I don't wish no harm on nobody, but it's a good time for me. I feel like to just take care of myself and prepare myself for the next chapter of my life.
Yep. And you're not the only one that's contemplating doing what you've done too. We don't have to mention names and all that kind of stuff, but there are other guys that are, and in Southern California with the football season being canceled or delayed until January, you're going to be coming in with a bunch of guys at USC that will not have played their senior football season either, like Miller Moss, for example. All right, so we got a question here from Jay Kakis. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. Kakis. I probably should have asked him, but he wants to know which of the USC commits do you communicate with most?
I would say I talked to Miller Moss since he's a commit. I've been talking to him a lot. Really good guy. Really straightforward. He's a really genuine guy. I can't see why nobody wouldn't want to play with him. He's a great personality, natural leadership qualities. So I feel like when he gets here, it's going to be easy for people to follow on, do what he's doing, and it's going to make it easier for USC as a whole, recruiting wise, having a good quarterback and a good leader of the team.
Are there any guys that are not committed to USC that you are talking to, or at least trying to pique their interest in the Trojans?
Yes. Actually, I'm trying to on the defense side of the ball, Sierra Wright. I've really been trying to talk to him and stuff like that, and just let him know that we want him here, and not really nothing too much. Just telling him just from coming from me, coming from somebody other than the coaching staff, that we want you here.
Yeah.
And we're opening you we're open to you with open arms and stuff like that. So. On the offense side of the ball, was it Kingsley?
Yes.
Yeah, I want him in front of me. So I've definitely been trying to get in contact with him and stuff like that. Just like I said, same thing with I just want to let him know that we want you. Nothing too much, not trying to be overbearing or nothing. Just let him know that we do have interest in you, and not only the coaches want you, but the team wants you, or the rest of the commits want you. We want you to be a part of what we have going on, and we believe it's something special.
Kingsley is a guy that I think even the USC coaching staff maybe earlier this year thought was a lock for Oregon, and a lot has developed since then. In your communications with him, I mean, how his interest level in USC, does that ever come up? Does he mention if USC is a school that he's serious about?
USC is definitely a school that he's serious about from everything that I've heard from him, and just like with our coaches talking to him. I know obviously he's taking us serious, because I know that like he takes the time to talk to the staff and stuff every day, and I believe if he wasn't interested, I feel like he wouldn't waste the time. So I feel like that kind of speaks for itself. But like most definitely, I do want him, and I'm sure everybody else, Miller and all them, most definitely want him. So I mean,
he's their top O-line target right now.
Yes, sir.
And to add on to what you just said, the USC coaching staff actually the entire staff just Zoomed with him just 2 days ago. So let's see. What number do you want to wear in college, or at USC, we should say?
I've always liked number 7 because it's the number of completion. But so I would say probably my first option would be number 7, and then also like it's grown on me, because I originally didn't think I would even gonna have this number, but it's a big number, I guess, at USC. Number 5.
Here it comes.
Yeah, it's like it's grown on me, so it's like I have no problem with it.
Say hello.
Yeah, I have I like number 5. Like I said, it's grown on me. I never really looked at it like that, because I've always liked number 7. And I'm a big Michael Vick fan. Anybody knows me knows I really like Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Part of it because I grew up, I'm left-handed, so I mean I knew Michael Vick was left-handed or whatever. So it's just something I've always liked. Like I said, 5's grown on me. So something else that'll be probably like my second option, and then maybe even like number 3, maybe like that'll be like my third option. But I really want 7.
All right. Well, number 5, number 55 forever was the number at USC, for linebackers.
Yes.
Reggie comes along.
Breaks the chain.
It's hard to say number 55 is more popular than 5 now. So is there now, Reggie? This is a question that nobody asked, but Reggie Bush, even guys, he left USC 15 years ago. Is he still was he somebody that you, at your young age, have seen play in video clips and so on of him at USC?
Oh yes, most definitely. I mean, I grew up just hearing about it as well. Like it's almost like a some type of, you could say like
he's an icon, right?
Yeah, he's an icon, but it's like it's almost like unreal. Like you kind of like hear stories and this kind of sounds like unreal. Like so, it's like it's pretty cool. I mean, I've watched like plenty of Reggie Bush like taped games and stuff like that. And occasionally I go back and I watch and try to study his game. Like I like his ability to like just stop on the dime and like just he's a game changer. Like you put him on the field and like you just know any play that he gets the ball, it can be a home run.
Yeah. What's crazy about him is that, for those of us that saw him play and practice in person, when you actually go back and look at the video clips of it, you're like, it was like even way better than you even imagined.
Yeah.
When you see it in person, it's just like a collection of video highlights that just is insane. All right. Tahoe Trojan. Can you thank BC on the behalf of us for being such a big recruiter for USC? Can you ask him if he is in contact with other Texas running backs we are after, and if a commitment by one or more of them would have an effect on your commitment?
First off, I'd like to say you're welcome. I feel like that's part of just what I should do, just being committed, just trying to build the class around me. I mean, like I said, when I get there, I want to have a good program. I want to have a good team and be able to compete at the highest level.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure anybody would for any school, but that's something I'm really trying to do at USC, and I don't want to settle for anything less. And that's just not really my personality. I talked to both of the top running back targets that USC is going after, Tavier Dunlap and Alton. I've talked to both of them. I mean, and that's not gonna have nothing to do with my commitment. Like I said, the situation at USC I feel like is ideal for me. Regardless, anywhere that I would have to go, whether it would be like anywhere in the country, I guess. I mean, but it's going to be USC. You still have to put in the work when you get there. It's still going to be a process. I'm about to go in there, prove myself, and I'm fine with that. And I mean, I trust my ability, and I mean, I know I'm working hard every day. So I mean, I feel like everything's going to come into fruition. I mean, and I think I'm gonna be fine when I get to USC, but it has nothing to do. It's not gonna change anything on my commitment or anything.
Those two guys are kind of like Alton McCaskill and Tavier are both kind of like they're the bigger back USC wants to complement you, who you're shiftier and you've got that low center of gravity, and you're just kind of going to be a kind of guy that's going to, those guys are maybe going to knock people over a little bit more. Not that you won't, because I've seen you, but you are different type of running backs than those two guys. Mm-hmm. Is Alabama still recruiting you hard?
Yes, actually, Alabama they still stay in contact with me. They make calls, they text and stuff like that, which is fine. I mean, I'll talk and stuff like that. I don't mind that stuff, but I mean, I do let them know that I'm solid where I am and stuff like that in my recruitment process. And I mean, like I said, I'm at peace with this decision as well. So I mean, once I feel like that, I mean, I feel like I know everything. I know all the situation at USC. Like, I'm real comfortable with the staff. So I mean, I feel like ideally this is the best situation for me. I mean, so I mean, at this point, I'm solid.
Mike Jinx was a coach at USC. Obviously, he's recruiting all the running backs, but Alton and Tavier mentioned him as a guy that they feel strongly about. That he's somebody that they feel is real. He's genuine. He's honest. Just talk about your thoughts on Mike Jinx and the impact that he's had on you as a USC prospect. Oh,
man, Coach Jinx, I mean, I can't really ask for anything more with him. I feel like he's done a great job with me and just the rest of the recruiting. Like, not only has done a good job just recruiting me and other running backs, he's done a great job recruiting other positions, helping with other coaches. Yes. I feel like they're all doing well as a whole staff. Coach Jinx he's a really straightforward guy. He's gonna give it to you. He's gonna give it to you straight and pretty blunt. I mean, that's really the way I like it. That's the way I've grown up, getting straight to the point, really not like beating around the bush. If there's an issue, we're gonna address the issue and we're gonna get it handled. I mean, and I feel like that's part of growing up, becoming a man, just taking everything in stride and being able to cope with being straightforward and just like different decisions you're gonna have to make in your life. So I mean, like I said, I feel like he's had a big impact on me, and I have nothing but respect for the man.
Okay, here is first off, extend a huge thank you to you for being a big leader of the recruiting class. Obviously, we were talking about this earlier, how, fans take notice of that. And let's see, what's your take on 7-on-7 teammate Quay Davis and his commitment?
First off, thank you again, with Quay, I feel like Quay's he's a big time. He's a physical receiver. He's definitely going to make a lot of plays. Anywhere he's lined up on the field, you can just expect a play. Like when the ball's thrown up his way, I have 100% confidence he's going to come down with it every single time. Yeah. He's big. He's a physical receiver. I feel like once he gets up to USC, he'll just be able to really hone down on all his skill sets, and he'll be they're gonna make him better in all aspects of the game, and even outside of the field, like they're gonna do everybody else in our class. He's gonna be dangerous. I feel like he's gonna be a big time player for us.
And we should make it clear that he's not wavering on his commitment. So
yeah, he's not. He's solid with us too.
Which running back do you compare? Is there a running back that you kind of compare yourself to, or a running back that you've really enjoyed watching? Maybe had an influence on you?
Really, to be honest, my favorite running back right now, I like Saquon Barkley. That's first. Mm-hmm. I just everything about his style. He has really good balance. That's really what I trying to get in my game that I feel like he has. And then like I said, and Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, just the way they can all catch out the backfield. Their versatility, I feel like, was what makes them stand out, and it adds more value to their game. I feel like so. Those are the three running backs I feel like right now that I watch just a whole lot and try to study and stuff like that.
As a young running back getting ready to move on from high school to college, are you sensing from watching the NFL, because we hear a lot about how the direction of the NFL offense is changing more to where they are looking for more versatile running backs, guys that can run the ball but also are prolific pass catchers. Are you sensing that that's the direction? Because USC's got the air raid, right?
Yeah.
And the NFL is incorporating more and more and more of that. You look at the Kansas City Chiefs and other top teams.
Mm-hmm.
So some people are wondering, you watch USC, and last year they passed the ball all the time, often, because they had a lot of injured running backs. But that's obviously not an issue for you. But are you sensing the NFL is kind of going in the direction to where if you played an offense like USC has, that's going to benefit you?
Oh, yes. I feel like a lot of people really don't see that. But with, like, the game changing, I feel like just going into an offense like that, I think that's going to help you just build your skill set for the NFL. I feel like if you want to be able to contribute right away when you get into college or the NFL, you need to be able to be versatile and just show you're not just one dimensional. Because like I said, when you have different aspects of your game, it makes you it adds value to your game.
Yep.
And that's really what I watch. Even me, I watch a whole lot of receiver tapes too, a whole bunch of them. I like to try to see how they run their routes, because I don't just want to be a running back. I want to be able to run routes like a receiver, but from the running back position. If they want to move me out there to slide or something, or even play outside, I want to be able to do it, be able to get the job done.
Yeah, your pass catching skills are I don't know if many people have seen you play 7-on-7, but your pass catching skills are actually quite impressive. Is that something that is just natural for you?
I feel like a lot of it's came natural, and of course, I've worked on it and tried to become better with it, and I'm going to continue to keep working at it, but it's something I feel like came pretty natural for me, and that's the good thing I feel like for it, so that it came pretty natural, and now that I could just really actually focus on it and just really try to actually just become better with it, and not only I have it naturally, I have a lot of practice and a lot of repetitions, and just naturally I'll just become better with it as I keep working.
Did you ever have a chance to watch Rojo or Cedric Ware? They were at USC?
Actually, not really. I watched them in the league a lot, and then later on, I figured out that they went to USC. And that was actually surprising. I didn't know they went there. So but I always hear a lot about them. Of course, him being Rojo being from Texas and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I hear a lot about it. I've watched clips now, but in terms of when they were there, I didn't really.
Yeah, actually, Rojo was pretty good. Rojo was legit good, and he's actually his NFL career has actually been pretty impressive so far. Do you have a 40 time? Somebody's asking that. Do you work with the Jug Machine at all?
Yes, I do work with the Jug Machine and stuff like that. I do it pretty often. I feel like it really it helps with your hands, getting used to catching it from different angles and just practice being uncomfortable, because it just helps. It helps all around with your game. Like I said, and then with a 40 time, yes, the last 40 time I have is recorded my sophomore year, last official laser time. Ran 4.54 at the Nike opening. Had a 36.6 vertical. I ran a 4.07 shuttle, and I had the second highest spark score in the country, second to Will Shipley.
He's not that good.
Sure, he's just
all right. So we banged that part out. So we know you're pretty good. Did you? Your decision to focus on moving on to USC and not playing football this year, was this somebody that did you have conversations with any of your teammates about this decision?
Yes, I've talked to Hunter about it. Like I said, I feel like it was a move that I believe it's a smart move on my part, because knowing the longevity of running backs and just the life expectancy for running backs and stuff is already cut short due just to being a physical position. So I feel like this year giving my body rest is definitely going to help, and I feel like a lot of people right now probably may not see it, maybe they do, but I feel like in the long run people will see why my decision was so vital in my life.
And you had the main thing is you had this conversation with USC coaching staff, and they were all for that. So, at one point, part of the recruiting process was going to include taking official visits and all that kind of stuff, and it kind of looks like that's out. So, are you going to maybe take a trip out to Los Angeles to just at least get out there and get a feel for what it's like between now and January?
Yes, I do plan to get out there. Plan to go out there with my mom, my dad, my sister. That's something I want to do anyways. And just whether it's on official or not, it's just something I want to do. I like traveling. If I probably didn't play football, I'd probably just like want to travel the world, stuff like that. So I mean, it's something I enjoy. So I do plan on going out to Los Angeles and just seeing the atmosphere, just trying to live life and have fun.
If USC hadn't have offered you a scholarship, would you be committed to another school right now? Not that it matters, but
I'm not sure. Maybe I would. I mean, I guess like I said, it would have to be like I would have to feel like a home feeling, like the way I do at USC.
Yeah.
Like if I got the same feeling from another school, then probably maybe by this time, because in some sense, like I like the recruiting process. I like the attention with all the coaches, calling and texting. That's not something that really never bothered me. It's just I just kind of wanted to be able to like get it over with though, just so I can focus on the task at hand. I'm like. I'm big on like just like seeing something and like once like just focusing on one thing at a time and just being able to like so I can really like do it to the best of my ability. So I feel like once I got this process over with, it was easier for me to just focus on everything else. Like I thought it was like me playing or even just working out. It's easier for me to just focus on just preparing myself now.
Yeah.
Like I don't really have to worry about I gotta talk to a coach here, like talk to another coach here. I don't have to try to do like a whole lot of Zoom calls with everybody. Like I could just focus straight on working out and straight on getting myself better every day.
all right, we're going to conclude with what does USC offer you? This has obviously been a conversation that you've had with your family, I'm sure, before you committed to USC.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the football part, what is USC offering you?
Oh, top-notch academics off rip. That was big for me. Like USC is a very tough school to get into. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people know. So that was big for me. Like, and my parents especially. Like, we want to get a good education first and foremost because I'm a student athlete. So the student comes first. And then also just like it allows me to expand my brand. I feel like being in Los Angeles, big media market, it's just gonna. I feel like it's gonna be beneficial for me, and just help me be able to like life. It's gonna help me life after football, like taking the next step in my life after football and stuff like that. It's gonna be a big part for me.
I lied. One more question.
That's fine.
If USC or schools are able to play in January